How you doing, buddy?
My head is going to get really hot with this big hat on.
Can you believe it's another year already?
I know, right? Because I had my mom make this hat for me last year, and it's like, has it already been? I guess it has been over a year now since we started doing this. So, yeah, it just blows my mind. I don't get it. Where did the time go? 2020 must have just gone by in a blink of an eye.
Yeah. Well, the Christmas miracle on my end is I actually found the hat from last year.
Left mine right on my bookcase. I knew exactly where it was going to be, so I knew that wasn't the issue. So, but let me go ahead and start checking all of our platforms, making sure we're going out 5 by 5. Looks good so far on everything. Looks like we've got sound everywhere. Yep. So we are running 5 by 5 on everything, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch. And let me go share this link out to a few things. And so since we don't have dead air, you could probably pick up being your normal charming self.
Bah humbug. Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well out there and in the middle of a COVID pandemic and everything else that's going on for the 2020. I have to say I've always enjoyed every year for the most part, even in the verse of tragedy, personal tragedy with the family and stuff. But this year I will not miss having it end personally. All right, guys. Well, listen, we want to invite you on to chat with us. Okay, so it doesn't matter who you are, where you are. Okay, you do have to have clothes on. Don't ask me why we're bringing that up. Somebody had to, ask that question in the past. But if you do want to, I'm going to put a link on here. I think I am at least. Right? Let's see. Ooh, there it is. And the link I just sent out to everybody. If you want to jump on, all you do is click on that link. You need a camera. You need a microphone. Okay. And, you'll go what we call the back room. Hey, Quaker asked, no pants. Hey, no pants needed. Okay. Just don't do what's the guy's name? Tobin from CNN who got himself in trouble.
Yeah, we don't need the FCC looking at us for that. So,
We're good everywhere, Dev?
Everything's up and running. It just we have so many platforms that we link to nowadays. It takes me a little bit to get everything linked everywhere. So I'm still working on it. So
Quaker Sam says no problem. All right. So guys, as you probably noticed from our sexy little hats and the background, this is our Christmas show. It'll probably be the last show of the year. So you won't see us again to 2021.
Probably much to the delight of people.
That's right. There you go. You got your Christmas wish. And someone's asking what shirt I have. I have my Christmas shirt. There you go. So if you're familiar with this very famous Christmas movie, Die Hard, there you go.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I don't care what anybody says.
And I have to say that our Christmas parties are a little bit like Die Hard, aren't they? All right. So guys, what's we're gonna just start off this. What questions do you have? Anything you want to know?
Now, I know you guys have got questions because I get bombarded on Discord with them on a fairly regular basis, and we get a lot of questions that we get hit on Facebook. I know you guys have got questions out there. Now's the time. This is the best opportunity you're going to have because we're right here to answer your questions. So if it's something that you've posted before and you can get a response out, you might want to re-hit us up with it now. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Roy, I saw Blackwell's and yours email just about 5 minutes before we went on the air. I'll take care of that come Monday. Don't worry about it. I'll give you a call on Monday just so you know. All right, Mark, back on to the War Diary subscription. I'm telling you guys, now I'm a little biased, but I don't have anything to do with it. I actually get this magazine when Roy finishes it, and I get to read it like everybody else. I have no production thing I do with it. Darren and him work out all the printing, and it's a great. I think it's the best war game magazine out there now. It doesn't waste any time trying to make itself a game or anything else. It really just talks about wargaming stuff.
I think wine is what we've used to get over most of the humps and hurdles of 20. Well, whiskey for me, maybe wine for David. So.
My number one son has brought me back Starbucks, or as I like to call it, Christmas cheer in a cup. What's that?
That's for me.
Oh, okay. Throw all that stuff out there. Don't put it in here. Okay.
I'm sorry. Do you want this out there, or?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm on a supply run. Oh, that goes to Mom.
This isn't for you?
Nope. All right. Okay, so we do have some questions there.
Yes, we've actually got some good questions this time.
No questions are good, buddy. Come on.
Oh, come on. They're great. Great questions.
Okay. Just so you know, you guys mess with us, you got to do it. My son, Sons of Anarchy over there, if you just saw him in the frame before. Okay.
Richard Kerr had a good one.
Okay, hold on. I'm going back here and checking them all out. First of all, hello, everybody. I'm not going to go through all the hellos just to get back to the meet. And I don't see anybody joining us, guys. Come on, stop being a coward. Okay, first one. Likes the new site. Okay, he gets an honorary mention right there. Republic, how you doing? Yes, that was not fun. Okay, I'm still drinking from that experience. But you should notice the site's much faster. It's much leaner. There's some new sections. If you haven't noticed it, although I did not put it on the links today, Devin made a quick little video showing some of the features of the stores, how you can do certain things. So you guys, by all means, can watch that video on our YouTube channel. If you have any questions about the store or anything else, this is a great place to ask. Kickstarter updates. SW, how you doing? Well, I just want to let people know we didn't do any Kickstarters in 2020. Part of the reason is we had a little bit of an office being. We just felt it was a little unfair where people are losing jobs and not sure what's going to happen and everything else to put up a Kickstarter where you just may not be able to afford it, and that's not your norm. So there are some coming. I just wanted to show you. This happens to be the final play starter kit with all the Kickstarter goodies going out to the playtesters, and you know who you are. Okay, so these are all the cards. These are homemade cards, meaning that they've got printed professionally in our printer. Okay, but they're not the cards that will be, given from the Kickstarter. Oh, there's my little pooch. Okay. The people have asked about Trial of Strength. Trial of Strength is still going through Order of Battle / really it's the scenarios. It's not even Order of Battle, it's the scenarios. The counters are done, the map's done, everything else is done. Maurice from Mo's Game Table is working on that with us, and hopefully we'll have something early for that. I expect you'll see a lot of Kickstarters from us starting pretty early in January because we're kind of really been ready to go. Stefan says David's hat is more like the color of wine. Well, there you go, buddy. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, Chad, how you doing? What's the major changes in the World at War rulebook? Oh, well, that's a question I really can't answer. Just so those who don't know, World at War 85 core rules are now up to version 2.1. I don't believe there's any rule changes, like nothing was added to the rules in order to enhance them. There are mostly clarifications and corrections. The download, let me just see if I did put that into the banners. Let's see. No, I didn't. All right. Well, hold on. Let's see if I can do something a little sneaky here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, if this doesn't work, guys, it's not because of my lack of trying. Hold on. Share screen. Oh, look at that. It did work. Okay. So, just so you know, one of the new features of the store, trying to streamline some stuff for you. Okay, there's the actual store. And there's Santa Claus giving out some Christmas joy to the troops on the ground. Okay. If you go to our game products, and let's just say you move over to World of Warrior 5, such as I'm doing now, you can see how fast it's loading. This is the core rules. It tells you how long it's going to be on sale for. These are pretty decent discounts, 30%. But one of the big things you'll find is there's multiple ways to get the files now. We'll show you the basic, what the rulebook's about in this case, you should all know. But if you click on resources, now, if there's no resources, you won't see it. But you will notice it's a little hard to see. It's small. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here for you guys. This is the optional thermal imaging play raid card that's been available for a while. And there's a 2.1 revision 66.21 2.1. Christmas wine's hitting me. And all you got to do is literally hit the download button and it's yours. So you don't even have to buy it if you want the PDF, guys. Okay. And this is with a lot of stuff. It's not just that. Any reviews from you guys? Game profile is pretty simple. Tells you the components, tells you the stats, any requirements, and the credits. Okay, so if you guys have done something on the project, you should be able to find your name here, assuming that I actually copied it properly. And if you just click twice on our games, it shows you the same stuff. Okay, but you can just use the little arrow here to get to each one. The graphics are just there to look sexy. There's no, it's not an actual game graphics. Here's a picture of Mo. Okay, but if you go to Lock and Load Tactical, let's see. I'm trying to think where I would find this. Well, let's see if it's where I think it is. Here's the core rules for this one. And it's not just for the core rules, it's also for the flip cards and the play rate cards. It's anything we can download. Okay. We also have our products on Steam, our products on Amazon, War Diary magazines here. It's also found under our games. We just wanted to put it in one spot to make it easier for you. Okay. And just hit the button here, go to War Diary. I got to do this. Roy's online. I don't want him sending me any Christmas coal. Okay, and there's the War Diary. The 16 is done. It's being released. I believe it's being shipped out the first week or so of January, but Roy's the final say on that, of course. And you can buy them, the actual print copies. You can get the PDFs, and it goes all the way back to all the different issues. Okay, they're all on sale now. And I highly recommend them. Just grab an issue and just take a look-see. I think you'll be very impressed. Okay, our support page. I can't show you it from my end because it will show you the admin side, which isn't going to show you anything. But you click on that, guys, and it's very easy now. You do need to make an account. We're using Zendesk. It lets you respond back to the emails when we give you a response. You don't necessarily have to log in and look at the email like the old system. The community section, forums, Discord, that's Devin's world. If you want to bust Devin's chops, you'll find them on Discord.
It happens quite often.
Some more than others. Tabletop simulator modules. Guys, you're looking to play the games. You can not even buy anything. You can just play them without having to own it. If you own the game, you have everything you need to play online. Vassal modules. Boot camp tutorials. These are the things that Gimpy Gamers made, Nate. And if you're having a real question, these are great. He is making some for us for Point Blank, which you'll see popping up. Resources are also a site on our forum. A lot of them are, it could be a free scenario. It could be someone made an alternate, player aid card. We put them on there just for everyone to see. Send them to our mailing list. Our blog, which is self-explanatory, there's only one item there because we haven't had the time to really update it. And my account is basically your account, people, but it lets you see your different orders, see the process of the orders. If you got a download, you can re-download it from there. And if you got serial numbers, you can find them there. If you bought it, let's just say Command Ops from us, not from anybody else, and you got the older edition, not the version, but the key where it's non-Steam, you can always request a Steam key, and it's a whopping free. Okay, so it doesn't cost you a dime. The system is still being updated for that, so if you haven't done it yet or you can't figure it out, don't panic. It's just because we haven't really got that far yet. Okay, I'm going to go back to some questions. There you go. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Will the new 85 rules be? Yes, the new rules will be included in the Kickstarter. It won't be spiral bound. It won't have, maybe won't have the Kickstarter, obviously, or not the Kickstarter, starter kit, excuse me. Okay, so yeah, you'll have that. Hey, Tom, how you doing? Is there a free trial PDF? No, there's not at the time, but maybe he, being Roy, would like the idea of maybe throwing the first issue out there or picking an issue, but that's up to Roy. Right now, there is none. Okay.
It's actually not a bad idea, really.
Not a bad idea, but it actually, it's very, if you get a PDF and you just want to check it out, I mean, let's just see. I'm going to pick on this issue. If you go into War Diving Magazine, okay, and you pick an option. So this is something you guys should check. Notice the price normally.
You don't have your screen share up right now, David.
I knew that.
Of course you did.
Hold on, guys. Ooh, Christmas wine.
For me, it's eggnog with special stuff in it.
Okay. So there you go. So if you look at the store, you notice it shows you when the offer ends, but it also shows you any available options. Sometimes it's just a discount if you buy a core game and you want an expansion module. It's a good time to buy it all at once there. So if you selected that you only wanted the PDF only, notice it reduces the price to $5.50. So honestly, at $5.50, how wrong can you go, guys? Okay, and that's not just for this issue, it's for any issue at the moment. Okay, but it's PDF only, but it's a great way to check the magazine out and see what he's got a great pedigree of guys writing. Let me just see if I can pull that up. Yeah, and again, I'm sure it's really small. Okay, and these are some of the guys who are writing for Roy. So if I'm sure you've seen some of them. Joel's there, Joe Tompin, and there's a lot of great guys. One of the guys that does work with us, Hans, he does editing with us, and many other companies. He's there as well. But
yeah, I got to say, Hans is probably one of the most prolific editors in the wargaming community. And most people don't know who he is. And that's a crying shame, honestly. They may see his name and recognize it. But Hans does a lot of fantastic work. I've known Hans for probably 15 years. He was my first editor when I was working for Critical Hit. And the man is just a saint when it comes to dealing with those of us who are not really good at writing things down and have to edit our work. So yes, Hans is good people, and he's all over the place.
All right, Sam has a question. What's the best L&L game to start with? Do you mean Lock and Load Tactical, Sam, or are you talking ideally modern? He's not okay. So ideally modern. I don't know. What do you think? I guess Day of Heroes is a crowd favorite. It's on Mogadishu. If you want something that's more hypothetical, Heroes Against the Red Star. One of the classes we have is Dawn's Really Light Red Hammer. Okay.
I'll admit I'm a big fan of Days of Villainy. That is one of my favorite modules. I don't know what it is. I mean, there's just 4 scenarios in it. I pretty much love 3 of the 4 scenarios. So I'm a big fan of Days of Villainy. So.
Okay. Oh, this is a Devin question. Here you go, Devin.
Yes, we're doing something for VirtualCon. What exactly we are doing? We are scheduled for 2 World at War games, and I need to talk to Rick and Stefan both about maybe 3 lock and load tactical games. We're still working the details out. Probably within a week or 2, we'll have all the final details. I know Keith is going to be doing an interview at some point, but beyond that, at least 2 World at War games, probably 2 or 3 lock and load tactical games, and an interview from Keith.
All right.
You've skipped a lot of questions. You got to scroll way back up. You're missing a bunch of questions.
I thought those were the ones you told me to skip.
No, I didn't tell you those are the what. You're not supposed to say that out loud.
Oh, okay. All right. Here's what we've got. Okay. I'll go back up and double check. I'm not missing any of you guys. Hold on. Lock and load space infantry. Okay, Devin, Blackwell, and myself are working on that. This is the wrong stuff, of course. The counters. Here we go. The counters are done. They're being shipped to us now. They're being aired in. They probably won't obviously get here until after Christmas. We're planning at least 6 scenarios. It's going to be different than a normal lock and load tactical game. Okay, it's not much else we have to say on it, but the counters are done and they're being shipped. Okay, and that goes for the other space infantry.
Federation.
Okay. These are all the final samples for me to approve. So let's see. I haven't even looked at these. So if there's anything wrong, you can all blame Blackwell. Okay, let's see what we've got here. We've got our manual, guys, and it is final. Okay, this has all been approved by Nathan, I believe his gentleman is, right?
Yep.
Yes, I did. Look at that. Okay, but all the rules are done. All right, what else is in here? Okay, we have our slipcover. Okay, our map. Okay. And these are the other parts of the map. These are our politic charts. Okay. Let's see what this is. Another chart for that. And
another chart.
We got 2 event boards. I don't know why there's 2 of them other than they're just giving me that for samples. And here are the counters for these things, guys. Already, these are my proofs. Everything was good with that. Okay, so let me just go back and see what I've missed.
Yeah, all the way back up. Fergie was asking any timeline for the World War 85 Volume 2 Kickstarter.
Volume 2 Kickstarter. World War. Okay, hold on. How far back is that? I don't even see it.
Pretty far.
Okay, Fergie. Let's see. I see Kickstarter update. Mark, it's before that.
It's after Stefan mentioning about your wine hat.
You say he distracted me.
I know he did. Are you sure it wasn't the wine that distracted you?
No. Don't be ridiculous. Anytime, buddy. Volume 2, which I do have cover image for.
We do have covers for those.
Yeah, let's just hit this. Where the hell are these covers? Here we go. Okay, here's Blood and Fury, guys. Okay, that one and this one is very far along. Okay, this what is We Shall Hold covering again, Devin?
It's the Denmark, Belgium, the Lowlands, and it's also going to be introducing, I believe, the Polish forces as well, and I think some East German forces in there as well. But primarily, it's going to be focusing on Denmark and the Lowlands, Belgium, Holland. You know, the northern path that the Soviets would take. All
right, and then we'll show you this one. Nicholas is working on this one. He's quite excited about this one. This will be the French forces, which I know Nicholas probably doesn't want me to say this, but he's really quite an expert on the French modern or 1980 forces. He's handling that. And the next cover will be American Breached, which will be Keith. We don't have that one yet, but we expect to see it soon, but you won't see it before next year. But Volume 2 and Volume 3, there's a very good chance they will be done Kickstarter together. So we had, I think, 2 people kind of didn't want us to do that because of the cost, but the majority like it because the shipping is going to be atrocious starting in January, guys. So if you do want anything, I really recommend. We got the shipping rate increases, and they're not minor. We read, I think Joe Toppin posted that shipping is 30 to 40% up this year from last year, which is quite a difference.
Also be advised at the beginning of the year with the whole Brexit going on, shipping prices to mainland, the continent, Europe are going to be going through the roof even more probably. So if you want something, get it from Second Chance Games now. If you're in Europe, because after the beginning of the year, prices for shipping, it's that silly VAT tax the silly VAT you guys have over there. The prices are going to be going up. Get it now. That's all I can say.
And if they don't come out with some miracle save at the last second for the Brit exit, we will be posting somewhere our other European partners for France and Germany, and I believe we have Italy and Spain too, where you can get the products from these guys as well. Okay, I just haven't had a chance to get organized that, and I really don't know what's going on with the Brit exit, so we really kind of have to run out the clock on that one. Hey Dennis, Heroes of the Motherland. We have a game coming. Heroes of the Motherland coming to Steam. Dennis,
we still need to get Heroes of Defiance out.
I talked to Tom on today is Sunday, Friday, and Tom is basically waiting for Mark. Mark's had he was pretty sick actually with a stomach virus, or what he assumes is stomach virus. And if you know, been following the COVID crap, Germany has pretty much shut down everything. So his girls are home, so he gets to homeschool. I don't know who's getting the roariest deal that the girls are Mark, but we're praying for the girls. That's all we're saying. But Mark has got to finish, I believe, the tree line maps or the line of sight maps have a real difficulty with the tree lines. It works, we have it all fixed, but Mark has to kind of redraw that inner layer map I showed at one point in one of the other episodes.
It's that map.
Done, yeah.
Yeah, it's the masking map for the point-to-point.
Right. I do know that Tom has made a lot of headway. He's about 15 days behind his own personal schedule for Heroes of the Pacific. So depending upon how things go with Mark, you may see Heroes of the Pacific before Heroes of Defiance, but if things go according to plan, Heroes of Defiance will be done. Heroes of the Pacific will probably be pretty quickly behind them. I don't know what the next one is. It might be Heroes of the Motherland. I can't answer that because I don't know.
Because honestly, a lot of times the original timetable that we had went right out the window just because of real life issues and programming issues. We're lucky if we know 1 or 2 games in advance. So we know that Defiance is probably going to be the next one. Pacific might be the one after that, but after that, it's just it comes down to what can be programmed and what maps that Mark is able to get to us with the extra masking level for the point-to-point line of sight. So I know it's kind of a weak answer, but it is what it is.
It's a truthful answer.
It is a truthful answer. You're not going to get that from a lot of companies.
That's right. Okay. Oh, look at this praise for the OG.
Thank you. I do my best. Yes, that is very true. I do my best with what limited information and resources I have. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, thank you very much. Okay. Mark has a question. Went to your website to order World or Spiral 5.1 tactical rules. There are new player rate cards or counters to order. Okay. the rule book does have the player aids in them, just to be clear. Okay, but let me just see. I got to share my screen again, Mark. Hold on. Share screen. Yes. Yes. Sure. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to go to Our Games. I'm going to go to Lock and Load Tactical. Okay, here's what you've got. The admin counters, I'll just answer that before anyone asks. It's the one that's highlighted on the top right. Those counters are also done and on the shipment, okay? I just don't want to have you guys pre-order them and, you know, gets held up in customs, plane crashes in the Pacific, you never know. So, but they're already on their way, okay? Here's the core rules, okay? And then there is 5.1 player rate cards. These are the new player rate cards. They're in card stock, okay? And if you don't want to buy them, which is fine, we do have under resources for the player rate cards links. You can just download them and print them yourselves, okay? But these are all the new player rate cards that comes in the back of the PDFs. You can see what they're on the PDFs. You can download the cards individually. To put it bluntly, we're not trying to nickel and dime you with every little purchase. We're trying to make it as accessible as possible because we want you to play the game, not the rules. And we want you to really be in there. The flip cards are the same way, guys, in case you're asking about those. Okay. And there's the resources for that. Okay. I have the spiral, the flip cards somewhere in the office here. If someone is curious what they are, just say something. So the flip cards, the player rate cards, they're available now. You can order them or you can download them. The admin counters are not, but they already are, and I think they're in my pile here. So let me just see if I can find them. Oh, there you go. These are it. Okay, guys, hold on. Let me just close all this up over here. Okay, so these are the admin counters in the plastic Ziploc bag, just so I don't lose them. Are these the right counters?
Yeah, those are the right ones.
Yeah, you got the hull down. Okay, I did see. I don't know if it was Kevin Sharp or somebody posted. Someone needed a clarification on the hull down rules if you have 2 machine guns on a vehicle.
Oh, that was for the BTR. There was some question on how the BTR works because the BTR has 2 turret-mounted machine guns, but the rules were just a little bit unclear. If you have 2 turret-mounted machine guns, if it has an asterisk by it, then it's a hull mount, and then it can't be fired from hull down position, obviously. But since the question was concerning the BTR having 2 machine guns, the 12.7 and the 14 point something, I think it is, they can be fired from the hull down because they're in the turret, and the turret is above the hull down position. So,
okay. All right, next gentleman, Quaker Sam again. Okay, first I want to thank us for taking Lock and Load Tactical to Tabletop Simulator. Hey, really the guy needs the thanks for that is Uwe. Yeah. He did a great job, and he did it in record time. We have more stuff coming for Tabletop Simulator. I think I'm also mention this now just to save myself not mention it, forgetting to mention it later. What the heck is this stuff? Okay, no, that's not it. Okay. We do have Bastone's Outpost as a companion book now, as well as Dark July 43. Someone did mention that there is no Vassal module. I don't know how I missed that, but I did, and we will make sure. I have to ask Trent if he would be so kind. I'm sure he needs something from me, which is mean.
He might need the art assets. That's
probably something like that. Yeah, stupid art assets. So, but I'll ask Trent if he can put that on his to-do list. If you want to know what Trent looks like, that's what Trent looks like. Okay. People ask if there's any new material. That's Kevin Sharp. Let me just remove the comment here for a second. There you go. There's Kev. The covers have been updated. We put all the corrections into compendiums. If you have them, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I wouldn't bother unless you are, one of those people that have to have the latest and greatest of everything. And then take the old ones and just sell them on Constant World on Facebook or some other site. But the new ones are all updated. Any mistakes that we've been keeping in the clarifications and corrections have been added. And that goes also for the other compendium books.
And again, we want to thank Stefan for that, because he has been spearheading the charge for getting all the errata and corrections to pretty much everything in Lock and Load Tactical.
Yeah, he's done an incredible job there. Okay, what else? Let me go back to the comments here. Okay. On the site upgrade, there was a products menu showing listing categories. Yes. Okay. Basically, I hate when people do this. Companies do this. They change things on the store that have no value in being changed. They were fine the way they were, and you could use one menu system on the old store to show both for mobile and for, I guess, desktop. They changed that. So I didn't update the desktop or the mobile. I only did the desktop until someone pointed it out. It's been fixed, and you should have no more problems. We did have the OG hair gel, but they didn't sell, so we took it offline.
I don't have much hair to begin with. I don't know if a gel would do much work. I mean, I keep my hair really short anyway. So, yeah, I didn't think the hair gel was. It was sparkly too. So.
Dennis, there is a new beta. It is now for Nations at War Digital. Okay, it is. I think you do have to own the game originally, but it is now in Unity. Okay.
Since it's in beta, you have to go into Steam and opt into the beta. Now, I don't remember the exact process to do it, but there are plenty of videos out there. If you want to see the new Nations of War with the Unity engine that the guys are working on, you have to opt into the beta, and then that will give you the new Nations at War with the Unity engine.
Okay. I think this is Sam's other question here. He was asking, can you tell me what past issues for your magazines cover the Pacific Theater?
For both Line of Fire and War Diary.
Okay, Line of Fire was more of a, what would you call it?
That was an in-house magazine.
Yeah.
That was primarily just for Lock and Loads back when Mark Walker owned the company. There was very little that was done for games outside of Lock and Load products.
Okay, now for War Diary, each issue shows you what I believe the articles are inside. Let me just take a quick peek and see. War Diary. Okay. Issue 13 has guys on landing craft, so I'm just going to give you that one for a second there. And I'm checking to see if it tells you. I'm almost sure it does, because description. Yeah, if you look at the description for each issue, it will tell you the Pacific War 5 comparative game reviews by John Burkett, I believe his name is pronounced. War in the Pacific by Stephen Pohl. And then there's other games there too. I'm sure that's not the only one, but it's the only one it's easy for me to find. So hopefully that answers that question for you. Hey, dude, how you doing? Hey, I don't know if you know this, but Johnny's wife has I guess she makes her own clothes. I don't know if I'm getting this right, but she's looking to make a messenger bag that's a little bit more, how should we say this nicely, war game-ish. Okay. I don't know if Johnny gave me the link to her or he was supposed to and didn't do it yet, in which case his wife should get on his case. Sorry, John, I had to throw you under the bus there. We'll put it up there for you. But, if you guys got a business, whether it supports, how should we say, wargaming or not, it's a bookstore, or you guys are making dice rollers, let us know. I mean, we'll mention it on the show. I mean, dear God, if there's not something this community should be able to do for itself is help support each other. I mean, because, we're so large, Any plans for Tank and Tank this year? As of right now, no, I don't see that series going any further. We have talked about North Africa, but you know what? We have a few left in the warehouse. We do have the expansion modules. They are on sale right now. Also, if you're going to Tank on Tank, I don't know if it's the expansions or the actual games, but they're all in the same location. You go to resources. There are a free download scenario for east front and west front. Again, I don't know if it's the expansions or not, but you can just download it for free. Okay, thank you. How you doing, buddy? Okay. Bring on the Brits. The Brits come in volume 2, right?
Yes, volume 2. The next one that is actually coming out will focus on the British Army of the Rhine.
There you go.
And the North German plains, which is premier tank country.
Any place you're getting fired up by a tank is premier tank. All right. Merry Christmas to you and everybody else. Okay. My only question about Lock and Load Heroes of Grenada is scheduled for release in 2021. Yes. Ralph, I haven't talked to him recently, and if he's online, hey Ralph, how you doing, buddy? But he plans to have it ready to go first quarter of 2021. It will be kickstarted. So yeah, I expect it will be released in 2021.
Let's put it this way. It better be released in 2021. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah, we have a lot of games we held off on because of that. Stefan, what you got?
See, he knows I got no hair. Hair gel just doesn't work for me.
Or maybe it worked just the wrong way.
No, you go back and look at old pictures. I've had a widow's peak forehead since I was in high school. So yeah, no, I just don't have a lot of hair, period. So
okay. Yes, well, like I said, the new digital version you can try right now. The expansions we stopped because we wanted it done on the new engine. And again, guys, post this, let them know, because they're not really getting any love for this. But if this works as well as we think it will, and it has so far, and quite honestly, World of War 85, guys, on the computer. What do you think of that? Okay, so let them know. Support them with the Nations at War. It's a couple of bucks. It's on sale now for the Christmas season through Steam. But let them know that you're supporting this for the World at War 85 module, because these guys are good. And I can't say enough about Daniel and his support. He's just done a great job. Okay, can you give us an outline for 21 release schedule? Oh, well, I've got the release schedule right here. Hold on. Okay, there you go. Because that's how the plans work here. We had all kinds of freaking plans for 2020, and pandemic and everything else freaking threw everything off in the air. You will see World at War. You will see Lock and Load Tactical. There's new computer games coming along. That would be the most. There's other games that Roy and I have been working on. And
games on demand. We've got at least 3 that we should be releasing in January, February.
Yeah, I have. We have. Let's see. I just knocked counters out. The stupid thing. This is the Forgotten Campaign of Bougainville.
Bougainville. Yeah.
Okay. We have. I know we have an Atlanta game. I'm trying to find the right one. A Trenton game.
Yep.
Okay. There you go, from Trenton. This one is on Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one personally.
Yeah, that one actually looks pretty cool.
Right.
I lost counters. Look at that, guys. I've already lost freaking counters. Okay. Look like keeping them in the Ziploc bags. And this one is for Princeton.
Yeah.
I believe.
Revolutionary War. Yeah.
Up to now. That one is also for Princeton. And these are all rounded counters. They're made to come out really easy, as you can tell from me loosening them already.
And you don't have to clip them.
No clipping necessary. And so hopefully that answers you there. Okay. Okay. Okay, I will state this. I will not give a timeline because I know better. We do have a Pacific module for Nations at War, and we do have a Korean module for Nations at War. But right now, Sean, who's the lead on that series, is working on Point Blank. And basically, I told him he has to finish that first. That's what it comes down. But and I think that may be one of the most innovative games we will release in 2021. It's a basically tactical card game. It's a squad card game. It's got line of sight. There is an episode, I don't know if it's 2 or 3 episodes back, where
I think it's 3 episodes back. Yeah.
It's halfway through the show. Sean comes on and he really gives a great breakdown and answers questions. We will have him back, especially when we go to do this Kickstarter. Hey Dirk, how you doing? We're going to do a Kickstarter. It may be in March. We don't know which ones are going to go first. We haven't decided yet, but the next 2 modules will be, what did we say they were? Blood and Fury?
Blood and Fury and We Shall Hold.
We Shall Hold, right. Okay, what's this one? I brought Tank and Deck with my son to play with my son. Any chance it can be added back to it? Yeah, we took the one that was, we took that one off because it was done not with any knowledge from us, and there was a lot of problems with it from the public telling us. We will add, why don't you make a note of that, Deb, to ask Uwe about putting that on there. Well, I have to give him the files and everything.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Uwe's willing to do anything we give him. It's just we need to get the art assets to him. And he's so good that as soon as we get the art assets, he usually has the finished project up within 24 to 48 hours. He's that quick with crafting the modules. So we can't.
Another surprise that we're working on. Again, we have to make these files a certain way for Uwe to use, and Blackwell can only do so much so fast between all the things we're trying to get done.
As much as we'd like to, as much as we'd love for him to work 24/7, it's just not possible.
If you listen to him whine, he'll tell you he's working 24/7. He's not. He likes to whine. Okay. So yes, we'll make a note of that to get that.
Right. I'll reach out to Uwe on that. Yep.
Okay. Hey, Arthur, how you doing? When new updated products are added to the store, it would be helpful if you would note which versions or revision number is. They're usually on the cover, to be quite honest with you. Is there a particular one you're asking about? Okay, I'm not sure which one he's talking about there, but we'll see if he answers below.
Yep.
Hey, Ruben, how you doing? Merry Christmas to you, Van. Oh, there's the man right there. Now he knows we're talking about him.
Yeah, I actually just got a message from Uwe, and he said, color me into Tank on Tank. So, yeah, there you go. As soon as we get the art assets to him.
Are there any scenarios published in the magazines? Okay, the compendiums, we took all the scenarios out of
Line of Fire
and put them in the compendiums. Now, there's an exception to that. If it was World at War, not World at War 85, the new version, but the very old version, okay, they're in the magazines, okay? We haven't updated them because obviously there's no reason to since we went with 85. So yes, there are some. I do not know. There are some updates. I know, like I was at Luftwaffe. I think Roy and his team did a really nice add-on module for that. Even with counters, I believe you can get too. Or does somebody they can provide you the made counters? Okay. All right. Lone Jedi 70. Have you tried the beta and how have you tried that at all? And if so, what did you think about it? Okay, well, the new 85 rolls version.
You answered that one already. Yep.
There we go. Oh, just so you know, if you haven't seen, it is not cheap, but we do have the one piece. I know it's been reported as vinyl, but it's not vinyl. It's an actual canvas.
Canvas, yes.
There's literally was only 20 available, okay, because they're about $150 a piece. They're $35 for shipping. That's just for the U.S. Okay, now if you're really overseas and you really want to copy that bad, open up a support ticket. Tell the support ticket, state that Devin.
Whoa. When did I get pulled into starting answering support tickets?
No. I just would say in public that Devin told you to write and open the support ticket.
Oh, yes. That okay. That I can take that blame.
Okay.
That's fine.
And then you really want one, and I will have Darren, who is our shipping manager, support manager, print manager. He would have to have like 5 bowls on his hat for all the stuff he does.
He wears a lot of hats.
Yeah. Get you a custom price for the shipping, okay, and we'll get you one. It's noted on the description page, but I'm going to state it anyway. It's not going to ship before January 11th, or at least I don't expect them to, just so you know. Hey, Thomas, how you doing? Okay, this one I answered. This one I answered. Okay.
I think the next one is Ruben's. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Ruben. I have no idea what you're even talking about, buddy. So you're going to have to give me quite a bit more information, or you could come in the show and talk to us about it. But I don't know what you're asking.
Well, what he's asking is are we going to go further back than say the Revolutionary War and do any other lines further back in time, antiquities, ancients, Middle Ages? Personally, I'd love to see it. I have a deep and abiding love for rank and file warfare, regardless of how that rank and file warfare comes out, be it antiquities, ancients, early Roman era is my groove thing mostly, Napoleonics. We'd love to be able to, but a lot of it comes down to we need designers to design them. We have no plans currently to go into ancients and antiquities. It's not saying we won't. It's just saying we need people to give us designs. Hint, hint, hint.
Okay. Of course, I hit the freaking button and okay. Dear God, we have a lot of more messages than normal.
We're getting a lot of messages this time. We're getting bombarded with them. I will definitely say that. So that's good. We just may not get to them all this time. Here we are, usually in a drought of questions every time. With this one episode, we have a deluge of them, and I don't think we're going to get to all of them at this point.
We'll get to them all. There you go. As long as you keep that special eggnog coming, we'll keep answering questions. You may not match the question, the answer.
Yeah, but you'll get an answer.
Okay, more.
I do want to say, well, a buddy of mine showed up, Satori69, real life friend of mine. I do a lot of real world gaming with him. He's kind of a minor designer in his own right. He's got a couple projects he's working on. Hopefully in the future, we will actually see some of his games. He does more Euro style, but they're also kind of conflict related. He's got a kind of a worker placement mech warrior game that he's working on. And he's got a medieval council where you're playing the advisors to the king's council and all the politicking that goes on with each faction trying to push their own agendas while keeping the king happy. So hopefully someday we will see these. Jay, love you, brother.
Okay, see more sample articles, table of contents. I assume Evo.
He's talking about the links because he mentioned something to me. The links in the store aren't as robust as I think he would like.
Well, what links? Where are the links that he's talking about? I mean,
the description set on the store page for Line of Fire and War Diaries magazine.
They're the same links we had before, just so you know.
I'm sorry, what?
They're the same links and descriptions that we had before.
Okay, but I think he's saying that he wishes they were a bit more robust.
Okay, Roy, that's for you, buddy. They want more robust details on the magazines. Okay. Yeah, I get those directly from Roy, so I can't really. Yeah. I don't add anything to that because it's Roy's magazine. It's not a lock and load magazine. Just to be clear, we print it. We're good buddies with Roy. He hasn't hung up on me yet. Okay, and I can't put up a lot of our designers and development team members. So, all right. So I know he's on the show watching, so hopefully he'll make some notes there. And yes, Quaker Sam, I agree with you. For $5.50, it's a steal, and he'll buy one tonight. And he's talking about War Diary there.
Mm-hmm.
Jason's loving the digital version of Nations at War. Is War far behind? It's far behind because the guys are looking to see what the interest is. You got to understand, these guys only make money based on the sales with us. Okay, so we give them all the art assets and stuff, but the program is all done by them. And if 1,000 people buy it, it's really not that great. Okay, we really need, and so they changed it all to Unity, which was my nag, because it makes it much easier for Mac. It literally is one button press.
Yep.
It makes it much easier though, not one button press for iPhone/iPad. Now it may not be practical being an iPhone, just say it up front, and supposedly even Android, although we really don't support Android simply because each OS is not necessarily compatible with the previous OS all the time, and it causes all kinds of problems, and I just don't want to deal with it.
Yep.
So yes, I'm being lazy. I'm saying it up front, guys. So okay.
It's truthful.
But yeah, it's a truthful lazy, right? Okay, and then you have so anyway, Jason, yes, the games are very similar. We already, if you guys haven't bought Nations at War, please support these guys. Okay, if you have, let them know that you're supporting them and you highly want World at War 85. Okay.
Even if it's something as simple as going on to the Steam forums and leaving a positive review for them, leaving a positive comment in the discussions section, just whatever you can to let these guys know that, hey, we love your product, and by default, we want you to do the other product of World at War 85.
Yes. Yes, we bring these out once a year. Oh, sorry. Here we go. All right. Okay, Quaker Sam is the Federation storyline, the same as Lachlan Space Infantry. Well, I'm going to say no.
It's set in the same universe.
Yeah, but it's more of a strategic game. It's a State of Siege, which is known as also. So it's more of a strategic. You're fighting the whole galaxy against you. So it's not, mission based as far as the Space Infantry game is. Oh, someone did ask me, we do not have many copies left of the World at War 85 or the expansion. And believe it or not, I don't know how someone did this. We actually have less expansions than we do core games.
Because I think someone didn't order as many expansions.
No, we ordered the same amount.
Well, I don't know what happened then. Nobody's going to buy the expansion without having the base game, I would think anyways.
No, I would think too. But all right.
Hey, who knows? Maybe there's some type of underground black market for just the expansions of games.
Oh, yes. We are getting together the expansion materials. I don't know which ones exactly yet. For World at War 85, Uwe has made, I believe, a new table.
Yes.
About that, because I really don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
For the Battle of Frankfurt from the expansion, just for the simple fact, the sheer size of the maps, 8 maps to do the Battle of Frankfurt. Uwe had to craft up a completely new table, and Uwe has got that all set up. He sent me the screenshots that the maps are setting on there. They're large enough that you can play the game with no problem. We just need to get him the art assets, and again, we're just waiting on Blackwell to be able to convert the art assets into the proper JPEG and GIF formats that Uwe needs to convert them into Tabletop Simulator. So we are working on, again, as soon as Uwe gets the art assets, it'll take him a couple days max to get it out there. And we are going to also look at the Storm and Steel, adding Storm and Steel to Tabletop Simulator as well. Just give us time. That's all I can ask.
Okay, guys, we're going to take a quick break. So hold on a second.
You're listening to On the Air with Lock and Load Publishing, and we'll be right back.
Okay, well, I lost the OG somehow. All right, guys. Hey, we do want to take the time to say, listen, it's Christmas time. It's a strange time of year for at least 2020. And hey, you know what? If you got a neighbor who's an elderly or a family friend who you know might be struggling financially, hey, take the time, check on them. We lost a family member a couple of years back during this time, and you know what? It's tough, and it's tough for the guys who are still here. But if you know someone who's struggling and all that, we just want to remind you to, do the war game thing and, remember them. Okay. The one thing I love about this community is it really, really does help our soldiers, help our wounded warriors, and it steps up. That's what it steps up. And that's pretty amazing, guys, in today's day and age. Okay. Peter just pulled his copy of this one winter campaign. I go on a commercial break, I come back, and you're gone.
I know. I told you that my head was getting hot, and I just had to take my hoodie off because I was getting too hot in this hat.
Well, that's just a hoodie, buddy.
No. We're not doing the Speedos calendar, so
We did discuss it though yesterday.
we did discuss it. Yes, we did. In fact, y'all ought to be paying us so that we didn't put the Speedos calendar out. That's all I'm saying. So I had March. That's
yeah. My birthday's in March, David. What the hell are you doing in March?
because my birthday's in March. All right, you can have March. I'll take July.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. This is the best game on the market. I have every module in series. Could we get more people working on support and response? Takes forever, if at all. Okay, Grey Wolf, you gotta give me some answers on what you mean by support. You mean game questions? If they're on our forum, Stefan is pretty damn quick answering those questions.
I think he's talking more about support from Darren. Normally, we have about 6 to 8 people working in the warehouse. Unfortunately, with COVID, we're down to 2 people working in the warehouse. We're down to 1 now.
Yeah, they actually, because the warehouse that we use does postal service. We haven't got shut down, but for I think 48 hours or a day. And the people there are great, but they've lost so many people to COVID. They have, we're down to a very minimal staff. So yeah, one of the things you may see, but might as well state now too, a lot of the Battles on Demand games will be in Ziploc bags, not boxes, strictly because the crew that put the boxes together aren't there anymore. And we're not sure if and when they'll be back, so we're going to be putting them in Ziploc bags. There are boxes still left. Okay, so if you really want a box, grab them, but it's really going to be Ziplocs going forward for that. And if you say, oh, I want a box, I was going to say we got the ammo crates. They're 3 inches deep. They come with three counter trays. You can easily fit, because I've actually done it on the air. 3 of the you can really fit 4, but let's just say 3 of the Battles on Demand games in the box, and then you've got the 3 counter trays to put the counters in. So if you're really looking for something, I would say that's the way to go. You can blame that on COVID in 2020.
Yeah, so since we've only got 1 person working in the warehouse and working on support tickets, normally pre-COVID, Darren was able to get responses out within 24 hours. He's having to do the entire warehouse work now, and well,
yeah. And just so you know, as of Wednesday, we shut down until the new year. Okay, I don't have a calendar up. So if you put a support ticket in starting on Wednesday, okay, you may not get an answer for a week or 2. Darren, just to put, Darren has been working incredible hours, and honestly, he needs a break. So yeah, so 23rd, and I believe we come back on the 5th. The 4th or the 5th. I don't remember which day I told him originally. I think it's the 4th. So, and then of course it'll take time once we come back on the 4th to catch up with everything. Okay. Someone asked, the sale doesn't end to the 12th. So if you get Christmas money and you're waiting, that's fine too. We extended it because we started later due to the store being changed over. Okay. And Grey Wolf, listen, I'm sorry if it's taking a little longer to get the responses, but man, it's like I said, it just takes a while with the lack of staff at this point. And I don't see that changing immediately anytime soon, just so you know. So I think we used to say 24 to 72 hours. It could take up to 4 or 5 days now, depending upon how many questions. I'm looking at the help desk ticket now. There's not that many questions in there or support tickets in there. So just so you know. Okay. What LNT edition? Can I find some Polish troops in North Africa?
None.
Find Polish troops or North Africa. I think that's it's two questions, Jay, you're asking, right? Polish troops, there are none that I'm aware of yet. Okay, North Africa, there's an entire module called Tales of North Africa. And Susan, if I remember her name. Gina. I meant Gina Susan, sorry. Sorry, Gina. I don't know why I keep saying Susan. I don't know. You look like a Susan to me, I guess. So, she is working on a module for North Africa, and you might as well tell a little bit of what it's about.
Well, it's basically covering the long-range desert group and the SAS commando operations in North Africa. That's what half of the scenarios are going to be. The other half, we're going to expand the U.S. operations in North Africa a little bit. Heroes of North Africa is really cool because it does focus more on the Free French and the Italian forces and not so much on the U.S. forces. Well, since we're doing another Africa module, we're going to be expanding the U.S. operations in North Africa. So, but it is also going to be tied with the long-range desert group and commando raids.
Yes, no, we did mention Nicholas. Yes, he would probably send a French commando team to get us. Also, I don't know if this is public knowledge, and if it's not, sorry, Nicholas. He is working on converting the World at War 85 manual and stuff to French. Okay, I don't know if he's still looking for team members or not. He may be all filled up, but if you tag him on Facebook, you can ask. Okay, I know they're still working on the details. It's not going to be tomorrow, guys, or even the day after. Okay. Okay, Pete. Oh yeah, I'm starting to lay out and play board for set up for this since kids will be home next 2 months. Hey, let us know what you think of the game when you get get it under your belt and how you like it.
Get some pictures and post them to Facebook, please, because I would love to see that.
Yes, we knew what you meant. Okay, nice covers. Thank you. He's talking about the World at War 85 guide.
Yep.
Trevor Smith, the future therapy. We will redo the cover as a new one. I'm sure we will. Okay, but we have no plans to reprint it for the time being, because we just got quite a bit of work to do for the new modules coming out. And let me tell you, one of the things with the Volume 2 and Volume 3, it will have a 4-piece combo map on each one. And if you buy both, there's a combo scenarios to put them together to give you another 8 map. Someone asked, will we be printing a canvas map for that? I will say will probably be just as expensive as the current one is now, which is about $150. The shipping will vary. The U.S. shipping is $35. I don't know what the European shipping is. And I don't know if that will go up based on January because of the raise in the postal rates. But I would guess we will try to do that again, and it will be a very limited run on that. Okay, Stefan. Yeah, I thought there was some Polish troops in some of the compendiums.
There might be in the compendiums. I'm not as familiar with that as I am with the main lines. So there might be. There are no set specific Polish counters, and if there are any special rules for them, they would be scenario specific if they are in the compendiums. It's not saying we don't want to highlight Polish troops. It's more we just don't have the designers. I would love to see a Germany into Poland well, it's pretty much most of the time that Poland fought in the war. But of course, they also fought as part of the British Army. Love to do it. We'd love to have the British highlight or the Polish highlighted. We just don't have the designers and the time. If you are a designer or think you can be a designer, you might want to reach out to me.
I would think long and hard before you do that.
I am a cruel taskmaster. It is true.
Well, Pete, give your buddy who's had the major medical non-COVID event. Tell him we're wishing him the best, and playing together via Zoom. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
We all are. We are all excited for the next part of Space Infantry.
Yeah. Are the rules for Space Infantry question mark? No, they are not.
Yes. totally different game system. You're gonna have to learn everything from the ground. No, of course they're the same.
The simple. It's got a lot different modular rules because you got a lot of. You want to just talk about one or two of the little modules?
Well, all right. So one of the things that we have in Space Infantry Lock and Load Tactical is the ability for units to stealth. So you've got cloaking systems. So you've got units that are really hard to spot. Whatever. I mean, if you know the Lock and Load Tactical rules, you're going to be able to slip into Space Infantry real easy. For one of the first bad guys that we have in the first module, the Flesh Eaters, they've got it's really annoying system that they can throw spores out, and these spores can eat you and then turn into more units. So they're kind of like zombies in the fact that as they kill you, they kind of get a little bit stronger. So yeah, it's a lot of module specific rules, probably more module specific rules than we've seen in any other Lock and Load Tactical, but the base engine of how it's played, attacker rolls a dice, defender rolls a dice, whatever the difference is compared to the morale, that's all the same. How vehicles work, ordnance to hit, movement, everything's the same. It's just now we've got more chrome to cover Space Infantry type stuff like phase plasma rifles in the 40-watt range.
Oh, and we got the cloaking.
We've got the cloaking. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in there. A lot of good stuff to bring it up to more of a sci-fi feel to it. But like I said, the base engine is exactly the same.
Yes, we will be pushing, printing, publishing something on the store that you guys can find.
Ah, that's a good question.
The person best geared for that is actually Stefan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
surprised no one's wanted to join us. Nobody wants to talk to us.
I know, really. It's the freaking hats, I'm telling you.
No, hats are great. Everybody loves the hats. I had people asking, "Are you going to wear the hats again this year?" Of course, we're going to wear the hats again this year.
Okay. Yeah, well, the bathing suits were out, that's for sure. So,
well, that was a long discussion about the Speedos, so
All right, there is on our resource section of the forum, not the page, the store pages. There's a list of all the scenarios and maps for all the products in Lock and Load Tactical. Okay, so you can download that, quick Asam, and it will just list the scenarios. I don't know if that's really going to be what you're looking for, but that'll be the best bet. Volume 1 and 3 are World War II-ish, and Volume 2 and 4 are modern. Okay, or what we call modern at least. I believe Volume 2 does not have any maps, but it may be Volume 4. Okay, just so you know. Okay.
And then we got there's a bunch of conversations amongst themselves, which is good. We always like seeing our customers talking with each other and passing on great information to each other, because we are a community and we need to act like it by helping each other out.
We do have a source in France, and Darren is getting that information to me. He's, like I said, he's been quite overwhelmed, so we haven't get a chance to publish it yet. But we probably won't come until during the Christmas break, when I have a chance to get it set up with our programmer and get it on the store. But it'll be something permanently on the store, which will have their web link if they have one, as well as, and they don't, just so you know, Second Chance Games just doesn't sell, obviously, make Lock and Load publishing games. but it also sells GMT and Hollandspiel and tons of others. So you guys got a great deal there to come, get a few games from different publishers and put them in the same box. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay, I don't know whose question this is going to be. No, that sounds like a Devin question.
That's a Devin question. I actually remember the leader campaign from the original Squad Leader way back in the day, and you are correct. They usually did die, usually within the first couple scenarios. As it stands now, there is no plans for it. There is, however, in I think one of the Heroes of Normandy, We Stand Alone Together expansion has something similar where you take a hero and work your way through a series of scenarios. Just because we don't have one now doesn't mean there won't be. No. Again, it comes down to we only have so much time in the day. We only have so much designers. If you've got an idea, and you're going to hear me harp on this again, if you got an idea for a leader campaign that you want to present us that could be modular and can fit into any game system, send it to us. I mean, you just might end up getting it published. This is kind of this. I don't want to say it's a pet peeve, but it is a personal thing of mine. Is that it's not because we don't have products, not because we don't want to do products. We don't have products because we don't have the designers. And if you are a designer, or even think you're going to be a designer, or think you have the chops to be a designer, put the project together and send it to us. I mean, that's how I got my start with Critical Hit 15 years ago. I just up one day said, all right, I'm going to put a little package together and send it off and see what happens to it. And like less than 3 days later, Ray had gotten back to me. It's like, all right, work on it, get the finished project back to me. A year and a half later, bam, my first product was published. Sight unseen. He trusted me. He gave me a shot, and I'm willing to do that to other people as well. I got my chops started by just stepping up and saying, hey, I want to do this. And Ray took a chance on me, and I'm willing to take a chance on other people. So there.
All right. And next one here. Okay. I believe, although I would ask the question to support first, but I believe the 5.1 Spiral Bound is all the rules. Okay, and that includes the narrative examples. Okay?
Stefan would have to answer that because I think
he wouldn't. I think Blackwell and I did that.
Oh, okay.
Somebody was complaining that it's all this unnecessary print. If I download it, I have to print it. And if I'm not mistaken, which I'm looking up now just to make sure, I think. Let me just see if I can find this real fast, and then I can better answer you. I think it's the download version that does not have the narrative.
There is one version that we have provided that does not have the narrative in it.
That's because people wanted to download it and print it themselves.
Exactly.
I'm looking up now, guys, so hold on. It's on our forums and the resources. There is a PDF someone just also asked earlier, and I forgot to answer it. It's called 10 Minutes to Lock and Load. It's really an overview of what you have to do. It's called the Lock and Load Tactical Core Rules Handbook PDF. The handbook does not have the narratives and does not have the starter kit. It's purely the rules. It's the same revision. There is no difference. You can also download the gameplay narratives. They're free too. One's on infantry tactics and one's on vehicle and ordnance tactics. Yep. So it's all there. Okay, but the actual one you're buying has everything. And the logic is we're printing it for you. Why not, have you print everything? If you want to download it though and not print that stuff, then you want the again, Core Rules Handbook. Okay. There you go, buddy. Okay, I was just introduced along with attack. I was thinking on giving that I was swinging the solo mode. Thank you, Pete. And just so you know, the solo mode, although I don't want Sean to hear me not say get the solo kit because the solo module is great, but it's because it is impulse based. Okay, you can play pretty easy solitaire. I am not good playing solitaire against myself. I need the cards to play, and that's actually why we ended up doing it. Okay, I just cannot play both sides well. I like having the cards at least give me a guideline. What are you talking about, Kev? That's a sexy picture.
It's a great picture. Hey, we were going to have you as part of our Speedo calendar, so you should be lucky we decided not to go through with it.
Okay, in case you're wondering what Kev's talking about, he's bitching about this sexy guy in Compendium Volume 2. Okay, back to the comments now. Buddy, we're a game publisher, not a miracle worker. Yeah, and then we know who would recognize you. That's right. This is about playing the Nations at War digital beta that's out there now.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, it was a good cover. I liked it. Okay. Okay, Richard, I think I answered that earlier. Right now, they are for the digital. They are, but we're just making sure that the new module works well in Unity first.
I think he's asking more for the tabletop version rather than the digital version.
Well, like I said, we do have a Pacific.
We do, yeah.
Career, but there's no time limit on that at all at the moment. Okay. Any plans to expand full install? Fallen Stars War of Empires is actually the programmer who did that is actually the same programmer that did Nations at War. Different team though. He was part of a different team back then. His favorite game was Twilight Imperium, I believe it was called. So you may notice that there's a very big similarity to that.
There's a huge.
It really doesn't have anything to do with Federation or insurgents in that case. Okay, Mark, I did it. Maurice is going through the scenarios. Once that's done, that really is ready to go. Dear God, I hit one button. The thing just flies off the thing here. Okay, don't know what that's about.
Not sure about that either. We don't have any plans for a Spanish Civil War. Let's put it that way. So not yet anyways. Again, not through lack of wanting to, but through lack of designers.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we're just getting there's a barrage of, I don't think we're going to get to all of your questions. I'm sorry.
Okay, sorry guys. Okay, here we go. Hey, Steve, how you doing, buddy? We hope you're doing well and getting ready for the Christmas. Hey, Siri's answering for Steve. Steve does not sound that sexy, let me tell you. Oh, stop walking.
Hello.
Oh, it's my iPad trying to answer. Yeah, it probably will be the very first, easily the first quarter of next year, Steve. Okay. And we plan to make, I believe we plan to make I don't know what I'm going to call it, a starter kit, but a beta kit that can be in Tabletop Simulator. Ah, that's my brother-in-law. And I know his dad's not doing too good. Keep him in prayers, guys. And himself, I think Adam got just recently got diagnosed with COVID-19. So keep his family safe too, guys. Thanks, Adam. Anything with tanks, good stuff. Okay. Any thoughts on making player raid flip cards for World of Warcraft 5? I'm going to say I don't, but the person you really need to ask that to is Keith. So Keith, if you're lurking in the background somewhere, you're getting a request. I mean, honestly, I got the idea, and I'm not ashamed to say, from something called a Rat Pack. I think it's what it's called.
Yeah, the Rat Pack from LaFrance
for ASL. And I thought, that was a pretty good idea. And we just made it our own idea. And again, the older generation likes the bigger cards and the bigger print because they can see it well. The guys who can still see well want it smaller so that doesn't take up a lot of table space. And you guys are just freaking overly demanding, all of you. But no, I don't. But I'll bring it up at the next. I think we're having a meeting not until after the new year for the World at Warcraft 5 team. But that's a good idea. Kurt's in the background.
Yep.
We were going to do this on Saturday, but Devin wouldn't let me. I just want to say that.
Yeah, I saved you from us stepping on your toes, Kirk. So hey.
I like Renaissance pike piece. Yeah, all that stuff. Like I said, guys, we just. I mean, honestly, Roy's been getting us some really great material from other designers that he knows, and so if one of those things pops up, God willing, we will be able to grab them.
Glad you could make it live, Pete.
Yes, I'm glad to have you on board. Oh, this is a Devin question.
No, we have not discussed module plans for over 2021. Stalingrad, it's conceptual at this point. I know where I want to go with it. And honestly, if I go as far as David will let me, it's going to be a really, really...
Yeah, we're talking something like 54 maps.
112 counter sheets.
At the very minimum.
At the minimum. You're going to have the entire 12 kilometers of Stalingrad to do over at the... No, we're not going that far. But honestly, I don't see Stalingrad before 22, 23. It's just that's how far off I'm kind of guessing it right now. Pegasus Bridge, the playtest map is done. The scenarios are set in mind up here. I've got I think 10 or 11 scenarios that I'm going to be doing with it. It is going to have a campaign system of sorts where you can play the scenarios in order, but depending on your victory conditions, you get both sides will get certain number of points to be able to augment the forces for the next scenario. There are going to be some hypothetical scenarios in there. I like playing around with hypotheticals. What if the Germans had managed to blow Pegasus Bridge? Well, they had a bunch of rigid raider, but not rigid raiders, the collapsible boats in the gliders with them. They were prepared for that. What would that type of situation have been? What if the Germans had been more aggressive in trying to push the British off in the first couple of hours? So late 2021 probably for Pegasus Bridge. It's mostly moved from conceptual to actual hard facts now. Like I said, the playtest map is done. Scenarios are set in my mind. I just need to go through and physically put it to paper, but I keep getting distracted with Roads to Stalingrad and the other projects we've got that we're working on.
Oh, someone's asking about Defense of the Rhine.
Oh, Drive to the Rhine. Yes, the counters for that are in the shipment that we are getting from China.
I have those already. We have those at the warehouse. Yeah, they're in the warehouse. Yeah.
I thought they were. Oh, okay. Well, we've already got the counters for them. So it's basically it's an expansion. Heroes to Normandy. So we don't need to print up any maps. I've got 6 scenarios that are done. The module rules are written. The scenarios are done. I'm just waiting on some final tweaks from my playtesters. We will be seeing that first quarter 2021. And I don't think we're going to kickstart that because that's just an expansion, right?
Right, yeah, it's just an expansion.
Yeah, it's just an expansion. So
congratulations, Ron. Ron's one of he chats with me in the middle of the night. I don't know. I up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. He's playing, I'm working. I don't know how I got that wrong, but hey, congratulations, buddy. Let us know. Okay. Private Public, hey. I used to do fantasy football, but after they started all the kneeling and arguing, I just gave up on that. But yeah, I enjoyed that. I'm more of a baseball fan myself, actually. Okay. Hey, Quaker Sam. Yeah, we do have books for World at War, Nations at War. No, not Nations at War. Lock and Load Tactical and Space Infantry. If you go to our store and look under audiobook, there's audiobooks, there's paperbacks. They're all through Amazon. I think we're going to publish MP3 editions through the actual store, but I have to, again, have time to do all this stuff. But yeah, like I said, I wouldn't call them the next, greatest writers in the world, but the stories are good, they're enjoyable, and it really adds another element to your gameplay. We have found at least. And you see how we known that? I would have had you on, Kurt.
Yeah, Kirk, you can be in the calendar dressed up as the Grinch as long as you're the Grinch in a Speedo. A Speedo calendar. Keep trying to tell people this. Yes. Darren is good, people.
It's your entry level. Okay. Is there an entry level box set to recommend for Christmas? I can't say there's a box set. If you've already played games, World at War, Nations at War, and Lock and Load Tactical all have starter kits. If you have somebody who really hasn't tried it yet, it's a great way in. Okay. It comes with counters and the maps and everything else. It doesn't come with the rulebook. You do the PDF download. If you're talking about, is there like a 3-game module or something like that? When you do go in the store, I know we're out of, we'll pick Heroes of the Motherland. You'll see that it says you can add Dark July. So that's as close to a kit or box set that we have. If you're talking about the board games, talking about the books, no. The next book's coming out is called Edge of the Line. And that is the next book in the series for World at War 85. Okay. Just started War Game. I love Tank and Tank series. It's on the lighter side. Are there any other series of the same weight that's coming out in 2021?
Well, I would say any of our Battles on Demand. Most of them are on the lighter side.
If you like some lighter side, I would say it's a little bit more involved, but really not much. It would be Rommel at Gonzala.
Rommel at Gonzala, yeah.
And Dawn's of Light's a great game in that series.
I mean, and we're looking at Trenton coming out, and that comes with one counter sheet. I mean, that's not going to be a very heavy game.
Yeah, well, Bougainville's not heavy. I mean, the Atlantic campaign looks good as well.
Yeah, I'm really looking for. Can I emphasize again? I'm really looking forward to that one.
Okay, great. Hey, yeah, I grew up on Staten Island, New York. I was in Annandale. I was placed in December 15th. Says FedEx by the 24th. Like I said, FedEx is telling you that that's good. I can't guarantee you one way or the other. If it didn't ship already, it should ship before the break. If it doesn't ship before the break, it will ship. There is shipping going on in between Christmas and New Year's, so it's not that we're not there, but tech support, which is Darren, it's not there. Okay, he won't be there, or he might, like I said, he might jump in a day here, a day there, but it won't be as it normally is.
Well, I'm going to guess that since the order was placed on the 15th and FedEx is saying it's going to be delivered by the 24th, they've already received the box. They're not going to give you a date unless they have the box in hand or are about to pick the box up. So I'm going to go that yes, if they're saying the 24th, then it's probably going to be there within a day or two. Factor in Christmas and all that. So,
can you clarify rumors about Lock and Load Heroes of Normandy? Okay.
Everything about it is rumors at this point.
I've had some personal friends call me and ask about it. We haven't really decided. Okay, So the idea was, or the idea we floated by, which apparently everyone took as being the gospel, okay, was that we thought reprinting Heroes of Normandy, add in French Resistance, Canadians, add in some of the other modules and making it an updated kit. The main reason we were thinking of doing that is because the graphics for that module is, I think, 18 or 19 years old. It was originally done when I owned Matrix games, and it was the first board game we printed with Matrix. It was actually the only board game we printed with Matrix. Okay, like I said, almost 20 years ago. So we wanted to update it with Ivan doing the graphics and just give it a whole new look and add new counters and stuff to it. So anyway, that was the logic behind it. Okay. We had 1 or 2 people complain they didn't want to have to buy this to get a few new things. So we thought maybe of having separate, I guess, a separate module for the resistant fighters and stuff. But again, I know you guys, you're all going to want the new counters, and you know, if there's 9 or 10 counters sheets, there's no way to separate those and not put them in a box and stuff like that. So we don't have a plan. How's that? We have some ideas.
We have lots of ideas.
I doubt we will. I really will. I'm going to say 75% doubt that we're going to reprint Heroes of Normandy exactly the way it is again, only because the last time we reprinted it was about 3 years ago, and we just sold out of it. And it's probably the most bought module out of the entire collection. I mean, there's like something like 10 or 12,000 units sold now total. I thought it was 6 or 7. It's actually just over 12. So, and that's from Band of Heroes, which was its first incarnation, then became Heroes of Normandy. So just so you guys know. And Heroes of Normandy was basically Band of Heroes, okay, and the graphics weren't updated except for those maps, those horrible Halo maps that originally came out. And we added the modules that came out, which I believe, I don't remember what it was called, but it added some British troops to it. And we put it all into one box and updated it that way. Also, the British units were different colors in Band of Heroes compared to the add-on that came out. So we made it all one color. So just so you know. Okay.
We hope you fix that problem soon too.
Yes, yes. Okay. Here's another one regarding the Vietnam Wars. Nope, we have nothing on the radar for that at all.
Ruben, what ship were you on over there? From your profile pic, looks like a is that the Vincennes? Could be the Vincennes. I was over there too. USS Kurtz, FFG 38, stealth ninja frigate of 7th Fleet. So there you go.
Well, all lock and load, Brent, is, I'm going to say, solo friendly. It should work just fine with the cards, I would say, too. So I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be.
Is it designed as a solo system? No. Can it be played solo? Yes. That's
just like any other lock and load tactical game. Yeah. I have to be honest with you. The Canadian guys are really kind of like not getting back to us. And it's not for the lack of trying. Darren has personally contacted 2 or 3 of them, but it is on our to-do list because we like to get rid of this problem with, you know, taxes and imports and everything else. Apart from new volumes, publishing edition 1905 scenario packs. I'm going to honestly say no. The reason I say no is you see how many maps and scenarios are in the expansion pack, and that I can't really see. I'm not saying we never will do, but there's no plans for it now. We broke up and made a whole new game between Blood and Fury and We Shall Hold, just to kind of better break that down. Okay, well, there you go for that. And I see now you got Kevin all excited about the calendar. Dad, did I lose you? You look frozen.
Nope, I'm here. I was just reading through the comments. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that Kev would have a Speedo.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Hey, by the way, I saw your message. I haven't got back to you. I don't even know why I missed your email, buddy. But yeah, I've been kind of sick, and it's really been the last half of this year has been pretty tough. Oh, here's Ruben's message.
Yeah, just John Young. How did I confuse that? It looks like it was what, a Mark 13 or a Mark 26 on the front of that thing. The missile launcher. My eyesight's getting worse as I get older. Could have swore that was a cruiser, but now if that's a DD, then yeah. All right.
Yeah, and like I said, Paul, we're not trying to get you to buy the same game over. I mean, I think we more than show that between the downloads and everything else. It's just that the modules won't play that we have, like We Stand Alone and everything else, except for Heroes of Normandy. Releasing the same game again, it just doesn't make sense. And you know what? People have told me that it's so easy to sell the Lock and Load tactical stuff when they want you to upgrade. It really hasn't been an issue. But we want it to be something spectacular, not just a repackage like we did the last time with the modules. And even the last time, like I said, we updated the British. We did more than just a few things to it. Hey, Al, how you doing, buddy? Okay. It better be a family project. Yeah.
Hey, you commented on it, Todd. You're in it now.
We might have a bathrobe edition too, just so you know. Okay, I think I'm all caught up.
I think we are all caught up. Okay. Shot of the front before is retrofitted with the VLS. Yeah, okay, that makes sense then. But yeah, that looks like that's a 13 on there. So from what my
so what we're going to do, okay, is we have a couple of things. I'm going to pick this out here. I just want to, we have our Christmas sale going on. I'm sure everyone knows that by now. If you're trying to find us on Steam, I'm just going to push this up here real fast. There we are on Steam. Again, you can get the Nations at War beta, the digital game from there. There's our support center. Okay, that takes you to our page. You have to have an account. Once you have an account, you can make it the same account as your Lock and Load tactical stuff. Okay, if you're looking for tabletop simulator modules, there you go. If you find us on Twitch, people say, why are you using Twitch? When Devin beats the daylights out of Johnny Grogan on...
He makes me work for it. It is not a cakewalk. He
wants it in 10,000p high resolution, and Twitch does it the best, so we do it from there, and then we upload it to the other services. So that's pretty much why we do that. Okay, here's our Discord link. And by the way, all these links are also on the very top of our store page. Okay. And links to our resources, links to our boot camps. Oh, and you guys, we are now over 9,400 followers on Facebook. We're over 1,600 on YouTube. I don't know where we are on Twitch or anywhere else, but you know what, guys? Thank you very much. That's all because of you guys and following us. What we're going to do as soon as I find it too. Okay, I got all the numbers here. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give out some prizes. Okay, did I do that right? No, I didn't, of course. Okay, guys, if you're online right now, okay. here's what we're going to do. I'm going to actually do a random number generator. I'm going to tell you what the prize is. If you want it, you just got to post a message to let us know, and then email us your name online, which was what your name is on the right now that you're using. Obviously, we'll need your real name.
Let's make the distinction. If you win, send us an email.
Yeah, if you don't win, we don't want to hear from you. No, nothing at all. But what we're doing is, and these will probably go out tomorrow. Okay, so you might get it before Christmas. Probably not likely, but it's close. Okay.
If you're in Colorado, you might get it before Christmas. Everywhere else, not.
And that's good 50-50.
Yeah.
So what we need, though, and it's very important, leave about information out. We can send it. I need your full name, your address, and your email, because in order for you guys to know that we actually done something, that's it. It would be extremely helpful if you had a store account, because it makes it very easy for Darren just to add it to your account. Okay, so you have it there. Okay, so hold on. Okay, I had a list of the products here. Of course, I've lost it now.
Of course.
You think with 3 monitors, it would be so much easier to.
You need a 4th monitor. I'm just.
I had actually 5 monitors. I had 2, but the problem is when they're on top. Okay, you put FTP, you're doing stuff. You don't have to watch all this crap. The problem is to scroll up is a heck of a lot more of an effort than it is left and right. I don't know what it is. That's where it was. Okay. Okay. The very first thing we're going to give away. It's December. Okay. So we're going to give away a copy of Wake Island. Okay. Okay. Wow. A lot more comments. 17 since I popped off there.
Oh, Duce is riling up the crowd. So.
Okay, no food games for you, Duce. There you go, buddy. Okay.
And Duce did ask a question about Lock and Load Tactical Zombies. We're working on it. That's where it's at right now. It is in.
Yeah, we're a little behind with the graphics, but that's on us. So. Okay. Actually,
see, there he is. He's apologizing.
Oh, I'm only busting your chops, buddy. You're Canadian. We have to forgive you. Too friendly.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, if you're interested in Wake Island, all right, hold on. I got to count now. You want me to count too? Damn it. Okay, our winner is Ruben Pop. All right, Ruben, if you are interested, like I said, thing is gone. Look at that. Hold on. There you go. Okay, drop us an email there. Okay, I will respond to you and let you know that we've got it. Or Devin will, one of us will.
One of us will, yeah.
Okay. And hey, Ruben said this to you, buddy, as well.
Yeah, I caught that earlier. Yep.
The idea, Michael, of the zombie thing was for Halloween. Now, I didn't say Halloween when, so it's Halloween 2021. Okay. We got off to a good start, and then we got slowed down, and that's all there is to it. I mean, honestly, Ralph and somebody else, I forget who was working with Ralph, gave us the scenarios. It was just the counters got delayed, and in order to get the counters we have shipping to us now out on time, we couldn't delay it. We didn't want to delay it, really.
Yeah.
Okay. Next game we're doing the giveaway for is going to be for Desert Heat, which is the Nations at War game. Okay, it will be the upgraded version, which means it will have the replacement counters and all the new goodies inside the box. Okay, and again, it would be very helpful. You guys told me what you won. I'm writing this down. I should have written it down last time. all these buttons to press. Hold on.
I thought computers were supposed to make us a paperless society.
Well, you know, I got all the monitoring stuff for the show, and that's really I'm paying attention to that.
Oh, I get it. I understand.
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2. I gotta keep counting now. Oh, dear God. Hold on. Brent, you are the winner for Desert Heat. And again, when I unclick your name, it'll show you the email to write to. Again, I need your full name, address, and email. Okay. Okay, the next prize is for Tank on Tank West Front and Defenders of the Rhine. So it's a W. A W. Double.
Double.
Oh boy. All right, Jason, you are a winner of Tank on Tank. All right, and the next thing. I wonder how to do that one. Okay. The next prize out there, guys. Okay. And guys, do us a favor, and this is nothing for publicity stake only, propaganda, okay? It's the Goebbels and all of us here. Okay, when you get your prizes, do us a favor, take a picture, mail it to us at the same email, just let us know you got the product and it's in one piece and everything else. Okay. The next game on the group is Heroes of North Africa. I'm gonna write this crap down because I can't remember it. Paul, you're the winner.
Congrats.
Okay. Okay, and let's see what's the next one there. Someone asked if we do need any expansions. We're not, we didn't put any prizes down for expansions because if you won something that doesn't come with the core game, you can't play it. That's like giving you an empty box.
Which would not be a good idea.
Yeah, people don't like that.
Trevor's saying we should get some zoomed in shots of that fish tank. It's kind of boring right now. I've only got 2 types of fish in it. I got my Plecostomus, which is the catfish that comes out of his cave every once in a while and swims around, and the rest of them are barbs, which are kind of boring. And I actually kind of wish I hadn't bought. As soon as they die off, I'll restock the tank with guppies and neon tetras because they're more pretty, and I like how they look. So, but I appreciate the interest in the fish tank. They're my babies.
Yeah, someone screwed up here.
You're going to blame it on your son. He's the only one that's been in that room today.
Okay.
Oh, David Jason is saying he's getting an email doesn't exist error back.
Really? Hang out. That's weird. It does exist. All right. You know what? Sorry, Jason. I don't know why I didn't do that. No, that's not right. There you go. Try using that one. See if that works, buddy. I mean, I tested it. I don't know why it's not working, but I did make it right before we went on the air, so maybe it's just not.
It hasn't kicked over into the system yet.
So try that one. And maybe put in the subject matter, guys, for those who won Christmas 2020, so I know what it is for. Okay, guys, the next prize we're giving away. So just so you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's supposed to be 12 days of Christmas. I think we got 6 in there.
The half days of Christmas.
That's true. Hey, Tim, how you doing? Timo? Okay, so I got to roll this from the random and count again. Hold on, guys. We have to find a better way of doing this next year.
We'll forget it by next year anyway, so.
Do the same thing again. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Maybe.
All right, Ron. Oh, look at that. We call this a Christmas pre-Grandfather Day gift. Okay, buddy? You win an ammo crate.
Woohoo! Those things are great. You can stuff tons of magazine games. And it's just not for our games, just for any games in general. I think those things are great for magazine games. You can get the magazines and the counters in them, no problem.
Yeah. Okay, he's counting again, people. Hold on. Someone says, I wanted to win the ammo crate. Sorry about that, buddy. Okay, next winner is Paul. Come on down. You win a copy of Atlantic Storm. It's a card game.
Atlantic Storm's a good game as well. That's one of those.
That has a new solitaire module as well.
Yes, it does. It does. I've actually played with it before. It's a good con game. I mean, it originally Avalon Hill originally released it early 90s, right before they went under, and it's been a staple at cons ever since. So that's got to tell you, it's a good, quick, fast playing, quality game.
Okay, guys.
Did you read what Paul just said?
No, what did Paul say?
He's already got Heroes from North Africa. He said, let someone else have it. Very generous.
All right, Paul. Well, let me just try that one again. Try again. Paul, you won again. I'm only kidding, Paul, now. Hold on. Well, Paul, you know what? Is there a game that you don't have in the Lock and Load Tactical Series that you would like? I want to take it away from you.
We've got two Pauls in the chat now. So Paul Curlin, the prize winner was Paul Martz. So sorry to get your hopes up there, Paul Curlin. So
no, Paul Curlin won the.
Paul Curlin won it. Oh, he won the Atlantic Storm. See, you're confusing me. You're getting too many Pauls in there. I apologize. Just ignore
Paul,
what I
email. I'm sorry, Paul. Paul, email to askus@lnlpublishing.com. We need to have your full name, your address, and your email. Okay, and we'll mail that out to you hopefully on Monday.
Yeah, so that's directed at Paul Curlin. So ignore what I said.
Now, Paul
Martz,
right? He already has North Africa,
right?
And I just said, Paul, okay, for that Paul one who North Africa already has it. Is there another core game of Lock and Load Tactical you would like that you don't have? If you don't, then I'll rerun it for somebody else. And if you don't answer, Paul, if you logged off, then I'll rerun it in a minute or two. So, guys, what is the since we're waiting here for some answers and updates, what is the thing you guys are waiting for the most for Christmas? Maybe. My wife was one of the things I did get. It's not a Lock and Load game, so I don't want to hear any crap. I get all those stuff for free. I got. Let's see.
Oh, I know that font. Yes, I know that.
Another Glorious Day in the Core from Gale Force 9. And there was a lot of bitching about how long this was taking and this is going to suck. And I mean, I have to tell you, these aren't really war gamers, so I can talk about them now, guys. But, bitching and moaning. Of course, the game comes out. It's like the mailbox exploded from Board Game Geek about how great this is and blah, blah, blah. But she got me that. She got me Get Away From Her, You Bitch, and it's the name of the game. Before I get my wife to yell at me. Okay. Comes with that module, and it came with two Ultimate Badass expansion. and Assets and Hazards, which I'm not even sure what this is. But she got
Looks
me
like
the highest
gear and weaponry and stuff like that.
I will say this too. She got this for me from one of our distributors, Miniature Marketplace, I believe it's called, right? And they may actually have a copy of Heroes of Normia. I'm not saying they do. I'm just saying they might.
There's a few floating around in stores out there. Not many.
I like that. That's good. That's good. Okay. Well, that's the gift that's going to keep on giving, buddy. Hey, Pete, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We hope to see you next year. Stay safe and stay disease-free. No COVID.
So we never did get an answer back from Paul. Did you just want to re-roll?
No, I'll just run that again.
I know what I want for Christmas of 2020. An end to 2020. Let's just restart the new year with a new hope. Okay, that's all I got to say.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to redo Heroes of North Africa. Oh, I've got to start scrolling again. Dear God, hold on. Hey, I guess this is not really war game news, but I just got a thing on my watch that Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says that the coronavirus relief bill has reached an agreement. So that means by tomorrow they'll argue and change it again, so it may get canceled. But if nothing else happens, at least those who are in need of it may actually get some money. And it said the checks should be able to go out Monday or Tuesday. Wow. I can't believe it. He literally did win the game again. Damn it. I don't know, Paul. That game is coming to you one way or the other. All right, I'll just do it again, guys. Hold on.
Oh, Paul said he stepped away, so maybe give him a couple seconds to respond.
All right, Paul. Well, you know what? We'll give away an extra one anyway, man. It's Christmas time. What the hell?
Christmas. What's the hey, they're just sitting in the warehouse.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to let Paul pick a different game if he has one, and we're going to. Paul actually won Heroes of North Africa a second time.
He rolled forward and got it.
I'm rolling for another one. Hold on. All right, Trevor, you won Heroes of North Africa.
Congratulations on that. That one's jam-packed full of scenarios. I think that's got more scenarios in it than any of our other titles.
I think it's the largest of the lock and load games at the moment until you do Stalingrad with the 54 maps. And,
yeah, the 12 boxes it's going to come in, and yeah,
it will come with its own built-in ammo crate, a real one though. Stefan, that's mean and that's not funny. There you go, guys. He said,
yeah. And Trevor's asking for the email address so he can get his email.
There you go. Email. Now, I did write Christmas before, but apparently that's not working. I don't know why. I made it right before the show. But either way, guys, there you go. Okay, you can get the prize sent, email sent to askus@lnlpublishing.com.
And again, a reminder, we need your name, your address, and your email address.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting emails now. I'm seeing them coming in.
There you go.
They want to know if they pay extra, can they get the Speedo calendar? No.
Well, how much extra?
Yeah, really, I don't know. I don't think a tree needs to die for that.
Paul was saying either Heroes of the Motherland or Heroes of Falklands.
Well, you got to tell me which one you want, buddy. Well, you know what? I'll give you, if you want Paul, Heroes of the Falklands, I'll give you Heroes of the Falklands for being such a great sport. And I'll throw in the expansion for it, which I think it's, crap, I can't remember all these names. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second.
And the funny thing is, I had that cracked open like a week and a half ago, and and it's sitting right on top, and I don't even remember the title for it.
I think they're all next to each other there. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on. God, what, the last one in the freaking roll here? Hold on.
Of course.
It is called A Feat of Arms.
Feat of Arms, that's
Or
right.
if you want Heroes of the Falklands and A Feat of Arms, let me know. Well, my wife wants me to call when I get off the air. Good news or bad news? Boy, you got to keep stepping away from the computer, man. Come on. Okay, well, we're waiting for Paul. Point Blank is going to be a Kickstarter, guys. It's got quite a bit of Kickstarter stretch goals. Mostly 99% of them are cards, just so you know. Hey, Kurt, you too, buddy. Hey, Kurt, you know, I'm going to ask you this on the air because someone asked me, hey, are you ever going to do a play through or play of the role-playing game we sent you? I had actually had two people, which is odd because no one ever asked me about the role-playing game. But I figured I'd ask you because you seemed excited about it. So let me know if you get a chance to do it, buddy. And those evil companies that screw you over, cough, cough. No.
I know who he's talking about. It's not us, but I know who he's talking about.
No, I do.
And Trevor was asking, I remember hearing something like the new Lock and Load Tactical won't come with rules. Will this one have a rule set? Yes. Any of the previous editions that we have printed up to this point will still have, well, the 4.1 rules in it. And again, 5.1 you can download for free.
And what we might do is we might put the handbook printed copy in the games.
Going forward anyway.
Yeah, going forward. But those will be new games, not the games already in the warehouse, because with one guy in the warehouse, Darren would stab me as he quits if he had to go, repack.
He had to go through and remove all those and put the new ones in, yes.
Hey, Dick, how you doing, buddy? Oh, Rough Swordsman, I didn't even see you hop in.
Yeah, he popped in earlier.
Okay, you don't happen to have Paul's contact information, do you?
I haven't received it, no.
No. I mean, do you have it outside of that? Facebook or something else?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I might.
Paul, we're going to tell you, drop us an email, okay, on, oh, no, he did. He wants Heroes of the Falklands and Feat of Arms. Okay.
Well, there you go. He may be part of one of my groups. So he's probably in Lock and Load, but I mean, we've got what? 9,400 followers in the group. I can't keep track of everybody.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I'm just writing this down here. And guys, if you get this to me really sometime in the next hour or two, I will do my very best to make sure Darren gets it out tomorrow for you. Okay. Oh, look at that. you're going to have him and Kurt fighting soon there, buddy.
They fight every episode they do anyways.
And I just want to let you know, our New Year's Eve party, this is, by the way, a joke, is going to be all about cutting counters.
Flipping counters, that's right.
We heard Kurt is going to sponsor this one.
He's going to be leading the charge. He's going to sit down. He's going to clip all of his counters with us.
Okay, guys. Hey, listen, we're a little over 2 hours. We thank you for coming in. We hope you enjoy the Christmas prizes to those who won. Thank you for the great questions. It was a great end of the year show.
It was a good show.
We really want to wish God's blessings on you and your families. We'd like you to stay safe from the COVID-19 or any other sicknesses for that matter. Have a happy new year. We plan to see you at the beginning of the new year with some good news and good stuff. And it's for such a, how should we say, difficult year. I won't say it's crappy. I guess any day that you're above ground is better than being below ground, right? That we thank you for sharing it with us. I mean, there's so many other ways you could have done it. Wouldn't be as fun though. Okay, so listen, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and stay safe. And don't forget, if you have a neighbor, family, friend, or somebody you think might be could use a tap on the door, a knock on the door, just a simple buy them a pie. This is a good time to do it, everyone. God bless and have a great evening.